And what's going on, everyone? My name's Dom. This is Completed Circuit Podcast, episode 21, and Joey is making an incredibly stupid face. We are back, everyone. Actually, we were back last week, and we were a little bit of low energy. We were kind of off base from lack of practice. We went live in episode 19, and we are officially at 21.
My energy's low.
As you know, I got my good friend Joe here.
Hello.
And in this corner, the one, the only, Dell Monitor. I'm just kidding. We have Aaron.
Well, we do have a Dell monitor, too.
We do have a Dell Monitor. This is Aaron. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Joey, how are you doing? Ew. Joey's making strange.
What's going on?
I don't know. He's making strange faces into the.
You do that every week, and it's cringy.
This is going to be an
I love it.
incredibly visual episode with all of Joey's little faces that he's making. So, obviously, big news.
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
I did ask you, and you just decided to make a goofy face.
I'm doing wonderful.
He's doing wonderful. So obviously this is Thanksgiving week. Again, happy birthday, Joe. No, your Joe was last week. Your birthday was last week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I needed to correct something.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Okay.
So that and this will be a quick thing, but that I was kicking myself when I realized I messed up. Superman conversation.
Yeah.
That we had about who can beat him, and I just said One Punch Man. I was completely wrong.
What?
Because Darkseid can beat him, Doomsday can beat him. You know,
yeah.
There's other things.
There's additional people. I gotcha.
And anything with magic.
It's like Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so let's get into some tech news. So the first story we got here is PS5 scalpers are probably the reason you can't find Sony's consoles in stock. I did a very funny rant about.
It wasn't that funny.
It was pretty funny.
No,
it was incredibly funny. Screw you. All right, we're going to throw a link up of the thing, and you guys be the judge of that. It's on the Ranch channel.
I got a pillow, and I'm ready for you
So
guys.
tell us about the story.
Yes, Aaron.
Aaron. She was scratching her ankle. She got a little caught off guard there.
Caught off guard. I don't know anything about this story. It's your story.
Read the story to us.
If a scalper looks like that guy, I have no problem slapping him.
Yeah. I heard that I can't remember. I think it was Texas. I can't remember what state it was. Or it was somewhere in Canada. Scalpers were getting robbed.
Good.
See, I'm thinking to myself, like, to do bad, to deal with bad. I'm not entirely sure, but you see the stockpiles of the stuff, and I'm sure you could find pictures online.
Oh, yeah.
Like stacks and stacks of PS5s.
That one guy who was commenting on our Instagram was just posting a bunch of pictures of. He's very anti, or she. It's very anti scalping.
Hashtag feminism. Yeah. No, dude, it's ridiculous. I don't know. Can you pull up our Instagram really quick and see if you could find that guy? Because, dude, This was, I mean, they're like pallets of PS5s.
Whoa. How many times can you say dude?
He's excited.
I can say it enough times.
Dude.
Necessary.
So dudes.
It's not entirely dudes. You have Aaron.
Dudes.
And you sometimes.
I don't. I am not a male nor a female.
You're just you. Joe.
Sexually confused.
That's painful.
You don't know if you should cut that or not.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to or not. No, I'll probably leave it in, and I'll just super zoom on your face during the edit. Or no, Aaron, I'll make sure. No, she'll do the edit, and then I'll go in before it gets rendered, and I'll.
So, Completed Circuit is all about how we're going to edit things.
More or less. It should be called Completed Edit. All right, so yeah, as Aaron pulls that one up, the scalping stuff has seriously gotten out of control. Like you see, I've seen prices for let's check on eBay.
It's not that bad,
dude. It is bad. They have more stock than Sony. Than I don't know what.
Why is my webpage not in English?
We got hacked.
What the hell?
What language is this?
Is it Instagram.com? Why are you? It's like, what is that? Cyrillic? What's going on? Oh, there we go.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. What? We can't view any of the comments? Okay. Well, here we go. Look at this. Okay. So I'm on eBay right now. Here.
How are we supposed to look at that?
Well, no, while she's pulling it up.
Said look at
I know. This. I'm going to send her the link and she can pull it up.
And we can't look at it because we don't have a thing to look at.
Oh my God. Well, okay. For the people listening, I will describe it as we try to figure out what our screen is doing. Wait, hold on a sec. Had a bit of a yawn, or whatever the hell you want to call it. So I'm seeing prices here on eBay, $1,800, or $1,750, $650. Hold on, wait for it.
That's not bad.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's 3 times retail.
I mean, if Flappy Bird on iPhone was going for $10,000,
that's different. Look at this: 13 sold for $2,000. 13 sold. These are the disc versions too. Not even the digital. Well, I mean, the digital ones are out of stock too. Look at this. This is crazy. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna wait for her because some people are gonna need to see this. So she is typing away, and let's see what happens.
Sorry, guys.
Boy.
Oh no, you're good. What is that? Is that going to my phone?
It is going to your phone.
The 2-digit or 6-digit or
It's
whatever.
all about Dom.
Yep, you know it. I haven't gotten any
How
texts.
can we not know it?
You know it.
Someone hacked it.
What were the last 4 on that? Well, was it?
Jesus.
Okay, you know what? It's not important. Here's pictures here. Just you can load up. Go to the picture I sent you, Aaron.
The link.
The link, the eBay link. All right, so she's gonna pull this up. Yeah, you can see the pictures here of what it is that they're doing. So yeah, you can see here. Look at this, 1,800. Oh, there's the text. You know what? Get the hell out of your phone. No, it's not important. Yeah. See, look at this guy right down here, 1,638, and then they have the audacity to show them in a stack. Like, oh yeah, look at how many I have. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of consoles.
That's a good price.
You think that's a good price?
Yeah.
You know what? You're ridiculous. There's one. You could see people buying these things, right? Look at that. There was that 12 sold right there? The one right in the middle of your screen?
10 plus sold.
10 plus sold. Who the hell is buying these things? That's what gives them the power. And who the hell has that? Who the hell wants to spend that kind of money on a PlayStation? First of all,
I think I'm gonna buy one tomorrow.
Yeah, you're gonna go drop $2,000 on a PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's dumb. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And you know what? Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be these. There are these websites and these services that are just designed. They build proprietary software to do this. It's ridiculous.
Pro Scalper over here.
Yeah, I sound super pro scalper right now.
I'm Pro Scalper.
Joseph, you could have gotten a PS5 if it wasn't for the scalpers.
No.
How no?
I'm unemployed. I mean, it's true.
Look at this guy. 3,500 PS5 consoles. How the hell are other people getting them when these stupid ass bots?
It says retail box.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is, how did anybody get any PS5s at all when these scalpers got they got this many?
Because they didn't get enough.
They didn't get enough? What?
Yeah, that's how the other people got them, is because they didn't buy them all.
Because most people just buy one.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you asked, your specific question was, how did people even get their PS5s when these people are buying so many?
Yes.
They didn't buy them all.
But it was more of a rhetorical question, I guess. It's utter insanity. Now, I did hear, that they are trying to replenish stock and what have you, but I'm really assuming, and I'm guessing, and you brought this up a while ago too, Joey, that like the scalping is probably a consequence of all the quarantine and COVID stuff. I mean, look what happened with the Nintendo Switch. It took forever to get Erin her Animal Crossing Switch.
My thing is everyone's trying to do everything to survive because of...
That's not surviving. That is taking advantage. If you have 1,500 consoles times 500.
No, I'm not just talking about scalping. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm talking about cyber security issues.
All right. I'll let you go ahead and... I'm going to move the microphone. Go ahead. Take the floor.
I will.
Let's hear what you got to say.
I will. Thank you. So, what I was saying is, because of unemployment, like me, which I don't partake in this, even though that sounds rewarding. Just joking. There's a lot of people that are doing a lot of things online, cybersecurity-wise. People are hacking more and more and more and more. It's the increase in hacking has gone way up.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times, as people are in hardship times, and they are their backs are against the wall. And they're trying to figure, I was talking about this with Kelly, and I was telling her, I'm like, people's backs are against the wall and they're doing everything they can to survive. So you have good people who never usually do this, but because things are pretty bad right now, they have no other choice. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I'm not saying every single scalper is that. Of course, you have these complete these, but I'm just saying the increase in scalping, it could, and I'm just saying it could. I'm
sure it does.
It's 100% that there are some of those people that are doing it because they have no other options.
Yeah, no, and I can see that, and I can see someone who may spent their last $1,000, $2,000 doing this. Yeah. But some of these people with hundreds of these consoles, this is an investment. This is a business for them. And that's different because you have 1,500 consoles. Who has 75 grand?
Until they make it illegal, there's nothing that's going to be done.
And you know what? Even if, what I think, you know what I would love to see?
Here's the thing. Sony's never going to make any, Sony ain't going to do nothing about it. No company's going to do it because they're getting money, all this money.
But they would get that money anyway because they would have sold out regardless. So why?
I get it, but they're getting that money anyway. So why would they care? Why would they care?
Because they'd rather have the people they'd rather have people getting on PlayStation sooner to buy PlayStation Plus subscriptions and to be able to buy games, which is more money for them sooner than they would otherwise get while these things sit in warehouses and people are just going to keep buying them. So it's actually lost revenue for them.
Obviously not, because these people are buying them.
Right, but that's not the only way. Yeah, but not all of them. I mean, yes, there are some people that are buying them, but there's a huge thing on Twitter, at least from what I've seen. And Aaron, I don't know if you've seen this as well, but on Twitter, I'm seeing lots of people saying, no, do not buy. Just wait, just wait, just wait. Now, there's going to be people that are going to buy. They just desperately want it.
Yeah.
It's until it's illegal, it's going to keep going.
Yeah, no, I agree. You know what? But I would love to see, and I doubt this would be able to happen. Like, if Sony could somehow get the serial numbers of all those consoles and just disable them without telling anyone, so the second someone buys it and plugs it, like it just nerfs their stock.
Well, that would suck for the person that bought it.
You know, then Sony could say, then they shouldn't be buying from scalpers. I mean, that's what adds to it. The reason scalpers work is because people buy. If nobody bought scalps, tickets,
Sony
sneakers,
gets sued.
No, I don't think they can get sued for that.
Yeah, they can.
I don't think they can.
If they just
Apple does it all the time. Apple does stuff like that on stolen products or numerous things. They have the ability to disable the phone.
But it's not stolen. It's not stolen.
No, they could theoretically ban it. For example, Microsoft banned. They blew up this guy's Xbox because he showed the Xbox Series X UI before he was supposed to, and they nerfed it. It's part of the EULA.
Okay, but this is different. These are bought fair and square.
Yeah, but the software's under
not fair and square. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But if someone decides to buy it for $1,200. That's on them.
Right, but the EULA is Sony software. So you get the hardware, but that doesn't mean you have access to the software. So Sony does have the right to disable it.
Not if it's not stolen.
Yeah, no, theoretically they can. If you violate the EULA, for example, let's say you went on...
How is it violating you?
Whatever, because it depends on what they have. Whatever they have in their user license agreement.
Yeah.
The thing that you hit, I accept, that nobody reads, and you scroll through. If it says that if you bought this through a scalping party, we reserve the right to disable the software, and you hit I agree, then that's it. You're done. Like, you have to accept the EULA to use the software, and the OS is owned by Sony.
That would suck.
It would suck, but you know what? If it stops scalping from happening...
Because I would hope then if they do that, they ended up doing that, and that person bought it from that $1,200, and then they nerf his thing, at least give him the option not to rebuy, so he has to spend another more money. But when you guys have stock again, at least give him the one from yours. Yeah,
I would say that. You know what? That would be a good way to do it. Instead, what they can do is, all right, but if you send that console back to us,
yes,
Sony can then re-engage it, and then, I'd hate to say this, but then you can rebuy it from us, or from a reputable retailer or something.
Not rebuy it.
No, I don't think so, because then the scalper still gets their money.
So the guy's out, let's say, what is it? Let's just say $1,600 then?
Yeah. Because that's how the scalpers function. If nobody bought from a scalper, not one person, or at least not enough people to make it profitable to take the risk in holding on to that much stock. Because let's say Sony had another 10 million consoles just sitting and waiting, and they were secretly giving them out to the people who missed their whatever, right? That's obviously not going to happen. But let's say it did. Those people are screwed because they just spent, $50,000 on a bunch of consoles that they're not going to sell. So the risk goes on them. So when you go out and you buy a scalped console, you are literally giving them a reason to continue to do it.
But what you're saying doesn't make sense, because you said if the buyer gets it, they nerf it. that scalper already has the money.
Right, but now that person knows in the future to never buy from a scalper again, because that's what'll happen. And if they don't, return the console or something along those lines, because you have to. Like, it sucks, but at the end of the day, it sucks, but like you gotta be patient. Like, there's plenty of things that I have not been able to get. I couldn't get a Nintendo Switch on launch because they just came out. I can't remember what I was doing. It was 10 o'clock at night, and then
You couldn't get toilet paper for a while.
you couldn't get people were scalping toilet paper.
Yeah. $50 for a roll.
I mean, and I do hear you, dude. It does suck for the individual, especially if you're getting it for your kid or something. But at the end of the day, like, in order to make scalping stop, you have to make it so people don't buy the stuff. Like, that's what you have to do. And if suddenly now everyone finds out that all the scalped PS5s get disabled upon arrival, they're not going to buy from them. They're not going to buy a bricked console. It immediately stops. So yeah, you might have a few outliers, but as soon as they figure out what's going on, it's like, oh, 5% of them sold.
Or just have a program where it blocks these bots.
It's very hard. They're very, very, very well made.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
But you have the money and the R&D to figure that out.
These people, and you're right, but it's tough. It's just like hacking, right? It's just like saying make your bank software immune to hacking or whatever. It's so tough because these people that make these bots.
But right now it's so easy. So make it somewhat difficult.
It should be. They'll still find out. You're right, but I think no, you're right. I mean, you're right. I don't know how you could do it. I honestly don't know how you could do it unless eBay was the one that stepped in, because eBay is the way that people are being able to distribute this stuff. At least one of the methods, I think, probably.
Make it where eBay, you cannot sell a PlayStation on eBay.
Yeah. Or make it so I don't know.
Or you can't sell. Here's the thing. No third party. Outlaw eBay, outlaw Amazon, anything like that, because on Amazon you can still do it too.
Yeah.
If you just get rid of those companies, like you make it where Amazon can't take it or eBay can't take it, done.
Or even if you are eBay or Amazon, extend off that. In order to sell one of those devices within a certain window, let's say the first 6 months of the product launch, to stop scalping, you have to send where you purchased it from, so like your purchase order, be it your receipt or whatever, which includes whatever order number, so they can validate it with whomever.
Yeah.
Number one, and number two, you have to be able to provide the serial number for the console, of which Sony gets to review all of that.
Yeah.
And then they could make a decision to this guy just bought 2,500 of them, disabled.
Yep.
And if you have the serial number, they can do it, and you have to plug it in. Now, I think in the case of PlayStation, you don't need the internet to run it, but why would you get a PS5? I doubt there's many use cases where people are getting PS5s that don't have internet or have no intention of plugging it in.
Right.
So most people would just go, yeah, it's done.
Yeah, and then if Amazon's like, well, we want it, then it has to be sold and shipped from Amazon. It cannot be a third party on Amazon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Have you seen anything on Facebook?
Buenas, chavales.
Oh, wow, that was...
Sorry about that. Didn't realize my volume was up.
Yep. No, you got to turn the knob 10.
Oh, thanks.
She just blasted. She's queuing up the next story, which is really, really funny. I don't know if you've seen this.
Well, we're not there yet,
Joey, but yeah, no. So I don't know. Have you seen anything on Facebook of like I don't go on Facebook anymore with the marketplace, that stupid thing. Have people been trying to sell PS5s or Xbox Series X's on that stupid marketplace thing on Facebook? Has anybody seen anything like that?
I haven't seen anything like that, but I don't go on the marketplace.
Let me see.
All right, Joey's gonna
but I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I mean, I'm sure they're trying to sell them everywhere.
Right. I would imagine eBay and Amazon are their biggest outputs. Mm-hmm. And if websites like that would be able to disable it, and they could. Now, eBay would never do that because that cuts into their profits, because they're getting a cut of every single PS5 that's sold. So eBay and Amazon would never do it. But we could make the argument that while the act is bad, it's almost like the drug dealer, drug user argument. Like, what do you deal with first, kind of thing? If you've heard of that one before. Yeah. So it's tough, but theoretically, Amazon, Bezos has the frickin' ability to do so, and they never would. But
it's definitely interesting on here. There's a guy that's selling. He has 4 left, and they're $600 PS5.
600. That doesn't sound like a scalper to me.
Right, and there's one
low-key scalper.
Yeah, but here's...
I mean, I would buy one for $600 if I absolutely wanted to get my hands on it and they were going to be sold out for forever.
Listed 3 days ago, which he has it's listed for $550. Then you got, here you go, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, $1,000. So I'm guessing he's selling both together.
Interesting.
$1,200. Yeah, that one's $1,200 for this version.
Do you know if you pay tax on
But these
Facebook Marketplace?
I don't know.
Because for the ones for $600, if you're not paying tax on them, they're really close to how much you actually pay if you pay them in the store. Because after tax, it was like, what, $545 or something like that?
Yeah, approximately. Hold on a sec. I gotta grab it. All right, let's see.
This is where you can see it.
What the hell? Yeah, these don't look like scalpers. These... Okay, this guy kind of looks like a scalper. He's got 4 of them in there, or 3 of them in the shot. This person has a picture. Ooh. Oh, excuse me.
You.
Oh my God. I felt my back crack on that one. Yeah, there's something in a bundle. Yeah, this is weird. This is going to require, I think, a little bit of research. To be honest with you, I don't think anyone's going to buy through. I doubt very few people are going to go through the Facebook Marketplace because you have like no reputation score or anything like that.
Yeah. You do.
You do have reputation score?
Yeah, if you click on them, you'll see some of them have the stars, like seller stars and stuff.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to send this guy an offer for a Series X right now. Let's see. All right. And I'll do 200,000. I'm just kidding. Here you go.
But yeah, they have that stuff.
Oops, sorry, man.
Where they get ratings.
Okay, well, I guess you got that. Well, I mean, we'll continue to follow the story. I'm just reading now an article from Bloomberg talking about how the PS5 output could theoretically be limited until April. This is becoming quite a big ordeal. But
yeah.
But they're saying also that the PS5 is going to be back in stock before that. See, the stories are all over the place.
Yeah, I think really what I think, and again, I haven't fully dug into this article, but between obviously COVID and stuff like that, I think that they're back ordered until probably April. I mean, which realistically makes sense. Like but
it's still conflicting stories about
a little bit. Yeah,
how they're going to be in stock and.
Yeah. Well, I do have a little bit of an update on that.
Yeah.
So Walmart, we were going to do a story about how Walmart is going to be restocking tonight. However, since it is now 10:15, I have an update to that story because they sold out in minutes. But the restock did happen.
Yeah.
And GameSpot is saying that the Xbox is going to be at GameStop on Black Friday.
Okay.
And so that one seems to be confirmed. There were a few others. They're not sure about Target. But they said for Best Buy is not going to have any more consoles in the store until 2021, but that their website keeps getting randomly restocked. And so if you have to be there at the right time. So they will keep selling them online, and apparently they had a Black Friday ad for the consoles.
Yeah.
So maybe we can hope that online they're going to have some restock available, but no more in the store until next year.
Speaking of Best Buy, with the whole restocking thing, if you go to Best Buy and you see it online, do not yell at the salespeople if they say they don't have it, because those poor guys, they don't get an update.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they don't.
They don't know. What you're seeing online is different than what their inventory is.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And it was funny because I went to Best Buy earlier today, and they had a sign like as soon as you walk in, they had I guess like people checking people in or something like that. But as soon as you walk, there's a big sign, and I mean big, like Like even a literal person without eyeballs could see how the lettering because of how big it was.
Did you take a picture?
No, I didn't. I wish I would have. I was just trying to go in and out really quick. It's just like, we do not have any more PS5s or Xbox Series X's in stock and will not for some time or something like that. It was just, I mean,
that's funny.
Yeah, it was like a billboard just literally saying like, and it was as you walk up to the door. So before you even, and that's probably why it was so large, because as you walk up to the Best Buy for the parking lot, it's like, it's like you're like, like 3 football fields away and you're reading. It's like, oh, I might as well get back in my car.
Did you see anybody start to get out of their car and turn around?
No, I didn't, unfortunately, but that would have been funny. I'm willing to bet that there's still someone who walked up and said, okay, I know you got this sign, but come on, you got to have like a return unit or something.
Yeah.
You know that they're, it's just, they're just gone. I mean, they're just gone.
They are. Sony had addressed that today.
Yeah, they did. Somebody's completely out of stock.
Or yesterday.
Right now. So I think they're just, as soon as they get their orders made, they're just probably just shipping them out like as soon as possible. Which I'm trying to figure out, like if you order 1,500 PS5s as a scalper, like what addresses do you give them to? Because somewhere, somehow, there has to be a point in the shipping chain where like you could see, okay, well, something's not right here. This guy's getting 1,500 of these things. That's clearly a scalper. And I doubt they're sending them out to 1,500 houses and going to pick them up in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do they do that?
P.O. boxes.
Can you get a P.O. box that large? Really? But it would still be the same P.O. box. So wouldn't you think, like, as a shipper, like, hey, Sony, just letting you know, like, we got these PS5s going to this.
Could be a store.
There we go. Give me a B.
Could be a store.
It could be. Yeah, I guess. Oh.
So they're pretending to be a store location.
He's right. And the logistics would be too complicated to look up every single address to see. You're talking millions of consoles. There's no way. You have to go through every address to try to figure out if it's a store or not. That's tough. I guess you'd only have to do the ones with like large sums, but regardless. Well, I mean, hopefully they come in stock soon. I know that people are really, they're really wanting one, especially now everyone's being stuck at home and now we're locking back down. And
although Sony did say that they don't think, they're pretty positive that the pandemic and being stuck in home had no effect on, they did say, of course, it made it a little harder, because we had to do like video conferences to check quality and stuff like that. But I mean, it looks like it would have happened either way. Yeah.
Well, moving on to the next one. Let's see. Okay. So Joey, I don't know if you saw this or not. This went up on Twitter, I think like last week. So effectively, somebody tried to create a spoof Microsoft Xbox Series X failure video. Right? Did you see this one?
Heard about it.
Okay, yeah. So he blew vape smoke into he blew vape smoke into his Xbox for the people not watching to make it look like the thing was smoking. And here's the problem. The guy tried to make it look like the console had a problem, but he doesn't know how to edit video because you could see him blowing the vape smoke underneath the console. Or maybe somebody just did that, recorded it, and then somebody else took it and then made it look like it was
yeah, I mean, the one that I just showed, I don't think is the original. It's just someone showing, because apparently now it's gone viral.
Yeah.
And it's become a thing to where Microsoft has said, we can't believe we have to say this, but please do not blow vape smoke into your Xbox Series X.
That is funny. I would love to see like how much vape smoke would you have to blow into your your game console to have a problem. That's ridiculous, but it's just funny to think like that little video has gotten like more views than this podcast probably ever will, and all he did was blow vape smoke into an Xbox.
That is pretty funny.
And yeah, that one's that was just a fun little story to throw in there. If you haven't seen it, check out our Twitter. We'll try to throw the story on there. If you're listening,
and we'll probably have the original if it's still up.
Yeah,
for Twitter too.
We'll see if we can find it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to try just to see because I want to see all the poof clouds come out of the thing. But yeah, no, it seems like every hardware generation somebody does this kind of stuff where they like fake a damage or whatever just to kind of knock down the other side. I don't know.
Because they had said like it was overheating and it was smoking, and Xbox was like, okay, an electrical fire would not look like vape smoke.
That's stupid. It's stupid. Anyway, what do we have next? Okay. Oh, go ahead. Oh, Aaron, you want to do the headline?
It's whatever.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Read the headline.
So on the idea of the Xbox electrical fire, we do have a story about the PlayStation 5 heating.
Okay. Did you hear about this one, Joey?
No.
Okay. So there is this YouTube channel. I think it's called Gamers Nexus. It's somewhere on there. Yeah, it's right. Go up a little bit. Yeah, there's the video right there too. Yeah. So I don't know who these guys are. I've never seen them before, but they popped up on my what's it called? My YouTube feed. And this guy effectively, he tore down the PS5 and he put thermal probes on basically everything, on the processor, the memory, a bunch of other stuff. He was examining temperatures. And so for any less tech savvy people out there, like all the different components inside
like
of
me.
You'll be able to keep up with this one. I was going really basic on this one.
Oh.
A lot of the major components and even a lot of the minor components inside of a computer, they get warm, especially your processor, which is kind of where all the thinking of the machine happens. And the heat basically causes a whole bunch of problems. You got to expel it. That's why like computer gets hot and also your phone get hot if you're using it really hard. So ever since the Xbox 360, which I know Aaron remembers quite fondly,
yes.
The 50% failure rate of the original Xbox 360s, Red Ring of Death. Red Ring of Death.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's been, especially by Microsoft, a huge concern as far as cooling goes. And if you look at the original Xbox, the thing was huge, but I've never, ever heard an Xbox One, I'm sorry, not original Xbox, the Xbox One ever make a single sound ever. I even saw videos when it was first getting launched. People had it in like cases, like display cases, and it was on. That's what Best Buy does. And it never, like the cooling solution was just way overbuilt. Not to say the console was very powerful, but that's not the point. So that's always been a big concern. These consoles are very powerful, blah, blah, blah. What's interesting about this, again, for anyone who's interested in this kind of stuff, the memory modules are running at like a substantially higher temperature than what would be considered safe. I think they got like 94 degrees Celsius. I don't know if we can scrub through the video and see if we could find that. And with temperatures like that, because nominally you want to, the lower is better up to a point. But, realistically, there's nothing wrong with your 50s, your 60s, your 70s. And, you'll see that stuff. I know I'm going on a bit of a thing here. I just want to kind of explain it all out. People are concerned that if the console runs that warm in those areas, that it might not make a full 7-year generation cycle the way that the PS4 did. Because I still have my day one PS4.
Really?
Yeah, that PS4 with PTO, that's the day one. I never had a problem with that thing. And so people are just concerned that, that because that's warm, that's basically like boiling water hot. And that's kind of at the upper limit of what a computer part should really be at before you have problems. So it's just, these guys found it. And now this is kind of blowing up all over the place. I see it on people talking about it on YouTube all over the place. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that whole little thing I did there. I don't know if we want to sit and watch the video really quick, just to kind of see what he found, or...
Did you watch it already?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So you can just tell us. I do know that with the PS5, I left it in a cabinet and forgot to open the cabinet door for about an hour or so.
And whose PS5 was that, Eric?
It was yours. Though I did tell myself the day it happened. Anyway, point of that is that the only reason I realized that I forgot to open the door is because it sounded like a bomb was about to land on our house.
It was that loud?
It was incredibly loud. So I didn't notice it until it was extremely loud. To
the point where it went through the IKEA wood and glass and you could hear it from there over the game that you were playing.
Yes.
Hey, Dom. When she told you this, did you freak out?
No. Actually, I didn't.
Oh. I was very surprised. But it cooled off really quickly, though.
I was just going to say, if this was Aaron's PS5 and you did that.
Oh, yeah. No, I'd be murdered.
Okay.
I'd be murdered.
Not true.
I just want to make sure.
Let's not put false actions on me.
It's fake news.
Alternative facts.
Alternative facts. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, apparently that's what happened, and the thing cooled off really quick. Now I have it out of that both of them out of that cabinet now. I mean, long story short, the PS5 is incredibly quiet, and while that thing does put out some heat, like it all rises, you could feel it when you walk past, and it's like,
oh yeah.
I am really impressed with how quiet it is, especially relative to the PS4. I really hope that the acoustics we're seeing, which I know was in response to the PS4 being as loud as it was, because that thing. Hey, okay. Speaking of the PS4, so we found something interesting out. Last time I was at Joey's, when he was talking about, so a few episodes you were talking about how my PS4 Pro is very loud, and it is. However, Joey also has a PS4 Pro, and I came to discover that Joey's PS4 Pro, that doesn't make a lot of noise, has been playing games in 1080p. And so we made an adjustment on his console. And since we've made that adjustment, we have to verify the results. I want to make sure that it's in 4K, because it kept switching back for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why that was doing that. But have you noticed?
It's still quiet.
We're going to go ahead and verify that result, because I do not believe you.
I swear on our friendship.
You talk badly about our friendship all the time.
It sucks, and I hate that we're friends.
Oh my God. See, there we go.
But I swear.
I'm going to find out.
You go ahead, but I swear that it's still quiet.
I want to
sound like yours.
I want to see. I want to make sure that thing's running over 4K. And if I have to bring the damn thing here to make sure, because I don't know what's going, I got to look at that, because I've never seen your PS4 would say that the output was 4K, but then your TV would take 4K, and then you put into a game and it would go to 1080, which I'm not, and I've never.
Probably because it's an HDMI 2 instead of HDMI 1.
HDMI 2.0 supports 4K.
I don't know if mine's HDMI 2.0.
Oh, didn't you?
Mine's an older TV.
Oh, I think 1.4 supports 4K. Hold on.
Because HDMI 1 was their 4K, but I don't know if Vizio did some kind of update and made it all 4K for all the outputs.
No, 1.4B of the HDMI specification supports 4K. And the cable that came in with your PS4 was a 2.0 cable.
Okay. I'm
just saying. I'm going to get to the mystery. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
It's still quiet.
That's fine. If it's doing 1/4 the work.
It works.
1/4 the work.
Well,
what's going on?
It's like you.
No. I do a lot of work for this channel, including investigating what the hell's going on with Joey's console. So I'm going to find out, and we're going to get back to you on that.
Aaron does all the work.
Aaron does a lot of the work.
Aaron
yes, we both do a lot of the work.
Does all the work.
Yeah, Joey's just instigating right now.
Dom sleeps.
I do sleep
while Aaron works.
Yeah, that's
all night long.
That's the secret. That's the secret sauce to complete. Why do you keep moving the microphone?
It's because I'm chewing ice.
Joey's chewing on ice, so he's going to move the microphone back. Okay, so we will find out what the real truth is when it comes to Joey's PlayStation 4 Pro. Sorry, that kind of went all over the place. So, continuing on. Did you show? I think I saw that you had the bar graph up of the different temperatures that they were showing. I know it's not going to be the most interesting story for most people, but it is interesting especially if you've done a lot of PC gaming. Kind of comparing, because that's a.
Basically, all you have to do is open the PS5, throw some thermal paste in there, and then you'll be good to go.
That might not fix the issue. Joey's on a thermal paste kick because he took his computer apart and he put his MacBook and he put some thermal paste in it. He's very proud of himself, and he's gotten some nice reduction in acoustics of his fan. So he's been going around trying to sell people on. Having them crack open their MacBook Pro so he could stick some thermal paste in there. What the hell's going on with my microphone?
Yeah.
I'm having like a whole thing.
That's not the reason.
Really? What's the reason?
The reason is because I don't want to hear people complain about their heat, fan in their heater and how hot it is on the Mac when you can fix it and not have to go to Apple, who's going to charge you $200 to do what I just did.
Wait, does Apple actually offer thermal paste
I'm guessing.
Oh, you don't. Okay, you don't know
for sure.
I don't think that they would. I could be wrong.
Probably not. They'll probably be like, "Oh, you need a new MacBook." You want to know why? Because the fan's broken and that's why it's really warm.
Yeah, they would. I mean, Aaron's laptop, it does get incredibly loud.
It does.
And you could trust me because I work for Genius Bar.
Do they even have the Genius Bar anymore? I feel like they got rid of that.
For $15 an hour. Trust me.
I don't know.
Trust me, Aaron.
But we will see as time goes on what
She ignored me.
what this means. I do hope that like Sony engineers did notice this. They know about it. Like they've known about it for a long time. Like it's just the machine is designed to handle it. And there's not gonna be any problems. Because I do like it when a console can make it from day one all the way to the last day.
No,
like,
they're planning for the break and make sure that goes over the warranty. So this way you have to buy another one. Another one.
I knew he was going to do that. He's going to DJ Khaled his way.
Another one.
That's funny. Apparently, there was somebody who looked into their fan because their fan was making a lot of noise on the PS5. And so they took it apart and they discovered that all of the noise was coming from a loose labeling sticker.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that story too because it was an awful noise. It was like it was a bad noise, and a bunch of people thought their system was.
fall asleep to that.
I just needed a moment. Joey's gone crazy.
I think my dad's gone crazy.
Hey.
So any of our listeners,
That's copyright.
if you,
It's called a cover.
It's copyright.
I think Aaron's correct on that one. It'd be considered a cover, which she's allowed to do.
Yeah, but it's still copyright material.
Okay, quoted from an Eminem song.
That's right. Copyright.
Well, no, it's not copyrighted
First of all,
anymore. I
this
just
is
quoted
completing
my
the circuit,
source.
not completing the song or completing the corporate.
You brought it
level.
up.
Wait,
You're done.
Aaron, did you do? I think my dad's gone crazy, or I think my Joe's gone crazy.
My dad's gone crazy.
I did my dad's gone.
Oh, you should have done Joe because then it would have been a
I
parody,
should have.
and you'd have been totally
And
safe
it
and
wouldn't
fair
be
use.
Copyright.
But she didn't, and now
we're talking about this instead of what we're supposed to be talking about.
So
Let's get back on track so I can go to sleep.
Yeah, if you guys have a PS5 that is making that grinding noise, it sounds like something's going on with the fan, or maybe something like coil whine. It's like an electrical signal.
Get a new one.
Do not get a new
Probably
one.
just a sticker.
It's probably there's a good chance it's just a sticker. You can find instructions for how to kind of do it. The PS5 is really easy to take apart.
You can donate it to me.
You could donate it to the Joe Needs a PS5 Foundation.
That's right. And everyone that got an Xbox and you're tired of that, you can donate it to me.
What if, Joey, for your birthday, in this drawer,
Yeah.
There's a leg in the way for the light.
light in the way.
I love.
Okay, why
There
are we
go.
moving equipment?
Yeah, why are we moving equipment?
There's a receipt for our Xbox. Just kidding. For a moment, I saw his eyes go, no. Just for a moment.
This is why I hate my friendship.
I had to get you for something because you say awful things like that.
You never buy me nice things.
Are you? You know what? I'm not even going to get into that right now. So,
What else are you going to talk about to put people to sleep?
there's a lot of interesting stuff in there. I don't think anyone would fall asleep for that. A lot of people are talking about that heating
Not
issue.
the fan thing. Okay. The way you described it put people to sleep.
I don't think the
I
way I
just went to
described it.
sleep,
That's
mentally.
because you don't understand it. You just
No,
think
I
thermal
understand.
paste and screws.
I mentally
let me wipe it off with a swab
Fake news.
and slab it on
Gonna have
from a YouTube tutorial.
gonna have to cut that out.
No, I don't have to cut out any of it.
Yeah.
No, you know what would be really funny though? I'm one of these days I'm going to go through like all of our episodes, cut out everybody else talking and just you. Put little pauses of silence between all your sentences and just to see what that sounds like. Because I bet you that would be funny. There we go. I did it again. Oh, Joey's clean on this. I'm at 2.
Mortal Kombat PS5. Wait, go back up. Spider-Man. Ooh, Ghost. No, that's Samurai.
I thought you liked that game. We started.
I did, but then you played it, and now I don't like it.
Wow.
You see the hatred?
Spider-Man. Ooh. That's some Japanese thing. More Spider-Man. What is that?
So because the console is so easy to take apart, people are taking their plates off and customizing them.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's pretty cool. And then it was funny. So there's this company called D-Brand.
They got shut down.
Did you hear about that story? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you hear about this one? Joey, you ever heard of D-Brand? They make skins for like phones and stuff. So it's like a case, but it's like effectively a sticker.
company that I owned, and yeah.
You owned D-Brand?
Yeah, and we went out of business.
Okay, so apparently Joey's owned D brand, which is, and then he went out of business, and then another company came around called D brand again, and then they decided to make skins.
That's my sister company.
Well, they effectively called they said they weren't going to provide skins for the PS5, and then any of the PS5 skins were going to be pre-orders for the PS5 skins were going to be canceled because the shape of the PS5 is just too difficult, and they thought, and it was something like this, like basically that the people were too stupid to be able to apply a skin correctly in such a way that it doesn't bubble and what have you because it's complex shape. And they said that on Reddit.
And who said this?
The company themselves.
What company?
D brand.
Oh, that is not what I heard.
I stand behind.
I was thinking of a different story.
I stand behind those words that I said.
That it was your company and then it shut down?
That people are too stupid.
For what? That they can't. Oh, I see what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that. Okay, that's funny. And you know what? You heard it here first. You got the guy right here that apparently runs a shutdown company that's still saying things on Reddit and making products for no one to buy.
That's right.
And that's the Joey's secret. And yet he can't seem to get his hands on a PS5.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. Bezos, hook it up. So yeah, no, but then I did see, going back to what you were saying, Aaron. Yeah, I've seen people like dipping their console shells and stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah, it makes me want to do it. Although I would have gone after PlayStation because that was the company I was thinking of for the story that you had just said, where they started making custom plates for the PlayStation and they got a bunch of orders in and had started making them already and everything like that. And then PlayStation was like, hey, you have to change your name because you can't be Plate Station. It's too close to PlayStation. So they changed their name. And then Sony was like, actually, you can't do any of this. Yeah. And so they had to refund all the money from the orders they already got and shut down the company that they had just made. That's a huge bummer.
I don't even understand how Sony legally could do it. I get that the shape of the PS5 shells.
Because it's patented.
I don't want to.
This shape is patented?
They had to cancel all panel orders due to patent and intellectual property issues.
Intellectual property.
I don't want PS5 anymore.
What do you want then?
Stadia.
Joe's going to have on the Stadia train, and Aaron is repulsed. Oh, those are cool.
Oh, that's what it said. Stadia. I said Scadia. Whoops.
Okay, here, Joey. I know you like black
because I can't
items.
tell colors.
So if you had to get a game console, whatever, iPhone, of any color other than black and blue, what would it be?
Ooh.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Is that real?
I don't know. I want one.
Royal pink.
What the hell is royal pink? Royal pink? I didn't even know there was a royal pink. Oh, God. Dude, that is like some Victoria's Secret level. Man, that is...
I didn't even know there was a royal pink. I just literally made that up.
Yeah, apparently, for anyone who knows hex codes, the code is E73895. You just put that into your computer, and you'll be able to see that code, that color. That's
I don't know.
Pink.
mean, you got black.
No black, no blue.
No black, no blue. It depends on what the red would look like. Can I have red and black?
Black has to be a minor secondary color. So take that red, inverted.
Red and black.
But very little black.
Like the center.
Yeah, see, if you took that controller, all the red letters make them black, and then all the stuff that's black make it red.
That's fine.
Okay, so red is more or less. So an Iron Man.
That's right.
Or Spider-Man.
Ooh, you know what? I bet you if you could find a way to color the black.
I saw a really cool Iron Man.
An Iron Man PlayStation?
Oh, no, my bad. That was a tower.
Way to cut them off.
No, it's fine. No, I'm just thinking because you have the shiny part.
Sorry,
and if you could get the gold, you could easily make an Iron Man themed PS5, and I think it would look really cool.
What I would do is put that Spider-Man one, like you said, I would fill it in with black. Because in the movie Spider-Man 3, what happens?
He becomes Venom?
He gets that black suit, yes.
God, that's all Toby Maguire, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while. Do you think that he's the true original Spider, like the real Spider-Man? Like whenever you look at the new guys, you think
He's most realistic to the comic. Yeah. Comic.
He was super dweeby.
In fact, they've actually sorry, getting off topic real quick. They the MCU as Marvel, offered him 2 roles to play Spider-Man again, and he's denied them.
Oh, that was because he denied it? Why?
I don't know.
That's stupid.
I know, especially with the money that he would make.
Yeah, no, he did a great job. I always thought it was funny that the Spider-Man movies, the font was the same one the PS3 used.
But these are new offers. This wasn't after Spider-Man 3, just so you know. These are new. This is recent offers this year that they offered.
Why the hell would he turn it down?
I don't know.
He's got to be broke by now. I'm just kidding.
Hey.
Sorry, Toby.
You leave Toby alone. He has anger issues.
I can see that. I don't know why, but I can see that.
You just got divorced.
Oh my God. Aaron's pulling up Toby Maguire. Yeah, but it will be super cool.
Are we not completing the circuit, or are we completing the films?
Complete comics.
You guys are the ones talking about it.
What are we looking at Toby Maguire for? Let's
because you guys are talking, and I just wanted to look it up while you were talking.
You're supposed to engage.
Wait. Time out. October 15th, 2020. Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield confirmed for. Click on that.
Which one?
Look.
This one?
Yes. That was on October.
Could it be possible? Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield confirmed to join Spider-Man 3. Parentheses update.
Which that would be with Tom Holland.
Oh, okay. But Toby Maguire turned it down.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I read something. He turned it down. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We might have to start another YouTube channel called Complete Comics. Just give it to Joey, and he can put all the stuff in it.
I want to see a Hulk Wolverine movie.
That would be cool
with Hugh Jackman.
That would be cool. Did we have any? Did we? Are we through all the console news yet?
We are.
Okay. Do we have the Cyberpunk one queued up?
What is that one?
I sent it to you. I think it's in your. You could check. It's in your messages there. Go up right there.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, it's okay. Okay. So copies are arriving in stores, and people at the retailers are leaking these things out. So people, if you have been wanting to play Cyberpunk, if something you've been waiting for and excited for, stay away from searching the term Cyberpunk in any way, shape, or form, because you might see spoilers on Twitter, on YouTube, or something like that. Now, if you want to see spoilers, then go for it. But otherwise, if you search the stuff in, you start searching for it, let's say a trailer, you might end up, yeah, there it is right there. You might end up getting a spoiler. So, mind you, I heard something like, it's like 175 hours of gameplay.
Wow.
So there's a lot that would be required for someone to do to be able to spoil it. But yeah, it's a little concerning. I'm also trying to figure out, like, if you have a game that comes out before the street date, but Sony and Microsoft know what the street date is, how come the console's still able to play it? Like that, I don't understand how that works. What would be the point? Any theories on that one? Because I never could figure out, like
jailbreaking it.
No, I'm just saying you can get a retail copy of Cyberpunk, and supposedly, like right now, let's say we had a PS4 disc, right? We just pop it in and it'll start playing it. But if Sony knows, or if Microsoft knows, the street date of that game, and when it should be able to be played, then why is the console able to play it beforehand, disc or otherwise?
Well, don't you have to install it anyway with like updates and things?
Not necessarily if the game is in offline mode. I know that the PS4, PS5, you can be offline. And it doesn't do patches, it just installs right off the disc and you're good to go.
Oh.
Joey moved his microphone in such a way that made it look like he had something to say.
Maybe because if they have their consoles offline, Sony doesn't really understand that it's happened yet.
Maybe, but now they're seeing this news, so I don't know. I don't know. I always found that interesting to see, like, that seems like something that's easy to stop.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
This game has to tie in with The Matrix.
Oh.
Because of Keanu Reeves?
That's right.
I heard something interesting about Keanu Reeves. Why are almost all the characters Keanu Reeves play named John? I knew it. I knew this was the look I was going to see from him. And even in this, it's called Johnny something or whatever. That's his name in there. John Wick. John from Constantine. Keep going. I know you know him. I know you're rattling them off in your head.
No.
Oh, you did that look like you were.
There's Neo.
With the exception of The Matrix, because that was it was John Anderson. Wasn't that his name?
No, it was Mr. Anderson.
Or not Mr. Anderson. Yeah, no. What was his first name?
They never said his first name. Neo was his name. That's all they said.
Oh, it's Thomas Anderson. Was it Thomas? Let's see. Keanu Reeves plays Neo. Okay. Well, while we look this.
John Wick, John Rain, Johnny Silverhand, Sage, Ted, William Foster, John Wick, Frank, Lucas Hill, Bob.
Oh, it doesn't look as fun when it's
Ramsey.
It's right in front of you. He does
Mr. D.
He does play Mr.
John.
D.
John.
There's lots of John. I don't know. That was just a little fun fact I saw, and I was like, oh yeah, you know what? He has played a lot of Johns in a lot of movies.
He has. Harry, Jack.
Well,
Jonathan.
I mean, unless anyone else.
He has only played John 8 times.
Oh. I don't know why when the guy was rattling off the movies, I think it was like CinemaSins. He was rattling off the movies, and it was just like, oh yeah, you know what? He has had a lot of John names now that I think about it, and I just didn't realize he's been in this many freaking movies. There's a huge list. He has a huge catalog of movies. That's really impressive. Did we have anything else, or?
I think that's it for me. Though
The Matrix
4 is coming out next week.
Next week.
Right.
Next week.
Yeah, that'll be super fun to see. And then you got John Wick Chapter 4.
I do have an announcement.
Aaron, put the markers. Okay, guys, well, that's about the end of this episode here. As soon as Joey starts that, we know that the show is over.
It's under maintenance this weekend.
As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Ignore Joey and his weird attempts to get attention. I'm just going to beep everything you say anyway. So,
beep, 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 beep.
That was funny in 18. That was, I still can't get past that.
So if you are going on Be sure
ignore him.
Not to get angry.
No.
It's under maintenance.
You won't get angry. What the how do you know what? I'm not gonna nope. Anyway, guys, this has been I'm Dom, and this has been episode 21, and you got Joe and you got Aaron, and as always, talk to you soon.
Take care, guys. .com.